Hello everyone and welcome to another Top 5 Records video and the final one in the series in which I'm taking a closer look at the full discography of the Rolling Stones. Now, I planned this series to end with Hackney Diamonds, but I got the opportunity to listen to that album a bit earlier, so I did that video before this one, but I did listen to Blue and Lonesome before I listened to Hackney Diamonds, so I had the full experience of covering the Stones albums before ending up with Hackney Diamonds. But in this video, I'm gonna pay tribute to Blue and Lonesome. Yes, I'm gonna pay tribute. I mean, this album was released in a time in which the age of the Stones was under, how do I say this, under criticism. And I have an opinion about that criticism. But for me, one of the dirtiest moments was when they were playing Hyde Park and a British newspaper opened with a picture of Keith Richards looking old, as one does in their 70s, with the title above that, Night of the Living Dead. Although I love a good George A. Romero reference, I thought that was a dirty, dirty remark. And I hate the idea that rock and roll is a young man's game, or that music even is a young man's game. And 2016, the year of this album, was a year that proved that rock and roll is not a young man's game, and that rock and roll is the game of the people who are taking risks, who are trying to go out there and take a risk. That's the true essence of rock and roll. And in 2016, David Bowie did that with his final album, Black Star. Leonard Cohen with his final album, You Want It Darker. Both deathbed albums, reinventing themselves. Roger Waters, who might be criticized right now, and who I also criticize because of Dark Side of the Moon Redux, but his album, Is This the Life We Really Want, was brilliantly received, and it's a great album. And those are not the only great albums from classic rock stars in 2016. This one is one of those. And it's often overlooked by the press the last couple of weeks and months, because everybody was talking about the new Rolling Stones album since A Bigger Bang and the one with new material since Bigger Bang, overlooking that, yeah, this is an album with covers, but it's a great studio album, and they get to their roots. Blue and Lonesome is a blues roots album. And I'll show you this packaging. I bought this vinyl about a couple of weeks ago for $20. Very fair price for a double album. I listened to the CD when it got released in 2016. I couldn't afford the vinyl yet. It's a nice gatefold with very nice printed inner sleeves. I'm not so enthusiastic about the sound though. I'm not sure if it's got to do with the pressing or the way they recorded it. It doesn't have a very clear sound. It has a bit of fuzzy sound, but not fuzzy in a way I like it. Not the way the tribute and the last song on Hackney Diamonds sounds, the Rolling Stone Blues, the Muddy Waters cover. I think they found the right sound for their blues cover on that song, and it's production-wise not completely here. But as an album, this is great. The way they are letting the blues sound through their age and using their age to make it sound really cool and really genuine. It's one hell of an album. It is so awesome. It never becomes blues like the old guard, like the John Lee Hookers, Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, Willie Dixon, Son House, Skip James, you name it. It's never like that. And I'm a real fan of the old 60s blues, the Chicago blues, with all different kinds of blues from the 60s. But they do the blues in a Stones way, which also is, if you look at how they started with blues covers, and near the end they're doing the blues covers again, and how they got the right feel in their own way, being Englishmen, it's pretty awesome. And this album just, it plays awesomely. It's nice. The way Mick Jagger's harmonica sounds, he got some real skills on the harmonica. He really developed himself as a harmonica player, and the overall feel and vibe of this is awesome. So, Blue and Lonesome, when it got out, when it got released, I said this is the best Stones album since decades. Right now, I'm saying the same about Hackney Diamonds, but I give Hackney Diamonds a bit more decades than Blue and Lonesome. But this one, it's a great album. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.